The museum at FIT is the most fashionable museum in New York City. Our mission is to educate and inspire diverse audiences with innovative exhibitions and public programs that advance knowledge of fashion. Some fashion exhibitions are just a display of beautiful clothes. They don't tell you anything new or important. All of our exhibitions are based on original research because we want to make sure the exhibitions are both beautiful and intelligent.
I think the museum at FIT is really the fashion insider's fashion museum. That's what's brilliant about all of the exhibits. I went to go see Jocks and Nerds back in the late 80s, and right after that, I started doing menswear for the first time. I really loved the exhibit that talked about this interaction between Halston and Saint Laurent in the 70s.
The Black Designers exhibit was incredible because Black designers are really underrepresented. There's such a cultural sensitivity and deep intelligence and wit and understanding that went into it to bring this exhibit to life. It's one of the things that I'm proudest of in my career, that I was part of this.
Fashion happens in a context. It's societal, it's cultural, it's historic, and it's even economic and political. The museum at FIT puts everything in a context. A corset, London fashion, Gothic. I found a queer history of fashion to be absolutely groundbreaking, and I don't believe anyone has even touched the topic since. Having a museum in the context of an educational institution is simply an extraordinary opportunity for students and for faculty. What's so wonderful about the museum at FIT is that it makes fashion accessible.
So many great fashion designers now recall their student days and the opportunity of being able to get up close to the cut and the finishing and the use of fabric. Those are just invaluable things for a student.
We try and make sure that we are as available to as many diverse groups as possible. So the museum is free to the public. It's free for teachers, designers. The curatorial staff really work to create the context, all of the different kinds of nuances that a fashion exhibition can bring.
The museum at FIT is more than a fashion museum. It's a center for fashion research. We do fashion culture programs, book signings, film screenings. We've been amazed at how a show like Pink has brought in so many different people.
The collection's an encyclopedia of fashion. It's such a thrill to have this resource on one's doorstep.
The museum at FIT has one of the largest fashion collections in the world, with more than 50,000 garments and accessories from the 18th century to the present, 4,000 pairs of shoes alone.
I think it's so important to support the museum. The Couture Council lunch and that award, first off, it opens New York Fashion Week. I was really very, very humbled and touched to receive the award.
It just makes me so proud to know that New York City has a world-class fashion institution.
FIT is a microcosm of planet fashion. It reinforced my opinion that fashion was truly art. The museum at FIT is important because of its geographical location in the traditional heart of New York's fashion district, and the fact that students can learn and then also go out onto the streets of New York, take in the atmosphere and be amongst other artisans is very useful.
If I had to really describe the museum at FIT in one word, I would say relevant.
Provocative.
Kaleidoscopic.
Intelligent.
Seminal.
Fabulous.